Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kelton and this is Obsessed Reviews. Now, the Audi A6 came out last year as a sedan. It was redesigned, but of course the A6 Allroad is a thing, and it also needed to receive this redesign. It is absolutely beautiful, and we'll get into why soon. But the A6 is Audi showing that when it comes to design, they've still got it. So this is a design analysis, so we're just gonna jump right into it. The front end is very nice to look at. It's funny because Audi really didn't actually do that much differently with the design overall, and even with the front end especially, but it was received extremely well by people in the press, etc. And I think it's because their current styling applied to this wagon profile just looks amazing. And that's even more apparent when you look at the front without looking at the rest of the vehicle, because you realize that it's the exact same front end that's on the rest of their cars. And it's also the same look that has been controversial for the last 2 years. It definitely also looks better because Audi made it so much wider than the regular A6 Avant. I'm really liking what they did with the front fake vents compared to the regular A6 Avant. Although they are fake, I can still appreciate them, but the regular A6 Avant has a more slanted design for the vents, while the Allroads are more squared off and it looks more conscious of the rest of the design. The A6 Avant, not Allroad, just has a kind of odd look because of the vents. The Allroad fixes it and just makes it more aggressive. Now moving to the side profile. The side profile is when we get an idea of the all-encompassing aspects of the design that makes it look so good. It is so sleek and aerodynamic looking. This is of course because of the wagon design. Ultimately, in my opinion, the design of the wagon is better than the sedan and non-all-road version of the A6 wagon. The sedan really leans into the classic sedan form with a defined trunk, while most other sedans are going more into a sloped design. I prefer a slope design, but that's just what they've decided to go with. And when you look at the gloss black fenders, it kind of lends a understated ruggedness to the design. It looks much more capable than it probably actually is. The wheels are also a kind of unique, restrained design. It's employing a tough but sporty design that matches the rest of the vehicle very nicely. Then coming to the rear end, this is a highlight of the vehicle. The rear end is gorgeous and fat. That wide body did Audi's new design language so much justice. The taillight design actually looks like it makes sense on this Audi, whereas on some of their other vehicles it doesn't really make much sense. And there being so much body around it gives the design space to breathe. And the rear lower bumper and diffuser is sporty but also carries a ruggedness. I also love the one-sided exhaust pipes. I have no true faults with the exterior of this thing. I think it looks amazing. Good job, Audi. It's a different story with the interior though. The new design for the interior is all that Audi has followed with the last 2 years. Every single Audi looks the exact same now on the inside. We've talked about this before. Audi has sacrificed design for technology in their interiors heavily. This has been the direction they've gone in for a while that they've been going to, but on these new models, it's exemplified more than ever. I will say the side vents and doors look nicely designed, but you probably won't notice because the screens are the centerpiece of the entire cabin. The balance is just a little off in the cabin when you try and dissect what was given the most attention in development. The interior is really all screen and you either like it or hate it. At least they're pretty screens and high resolution, I guess. Like they could have even tried to make the shifter look cool like the last gen A6s or S6s, but instead it's just a flicky little thing that blends in with the gloss black. It just seems that Audi is putting so much effort into impressing you with the screens that the rest of the interior kind of falls flat. Now let's talk about performance. This sits 1.3 inches higher than the last generation and has adaptive air suspension, so it can adjust up to 2.2 inches up or down. Engine details are unknown for the A6 Allroad currently, at least the one that's coming to the US, because this is coming to the US. But we can't expect it to have the same engine that's in the A6 sedan. The A6 sedan has a 362 horsepower turbo 3.0 liter V6 with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Now Audi says they did tweak steering, so it should be more stiff and direct, but we'll see how that actually reflects in testing. It's probably going to be very similar to the A6 sedan. Now pricing is expected to start around $90,000, which seems about right, kind of what I expected. This doesn't look like it's going to be cheap, but it's it's looking to be kind of worth it. Kind of wrap things up, Audi has finally strapped their design language to something it makes perfect sense on, and it turned out beautifully. I think this car probably leans more into the original concept of whatever the designer drew because of how wide it is than all of their newest models do. And that off-road focus feels like something you'd see in a college transportation design student's mock-up more than something that would actually hit production. It looks like this design was actually tuned for beauty and a clear purpose and was given the freedom to exist and really feel its identity. Then you look and see that the marketing team understood the vibes and is enabling the vision so well. They perfectly link the off-road capability to human capability, and it just feels like for the first time in a while, what Audi is trying to do with the car feels very apparent and is making perfect sense. It's beautiful, and it's great to see a brand this big giving good design a chance to hit production. But anyways, that'll do it for me, guys. Let me know what you think of the new Audi A6 Allroad and of this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.